It is common to see young drivers compete in NASCAR nowadays. There have been young drivers breaking records early in their NASCAR careers. Trevor Baine is the youngest driver to win a Daytona 500 back in 2011. Joey Logano is currently the youngest driver to win a nationwide and the Cup Series in 2008 at Kentucky and 2009 at New Hampshire. Cole Custer is the youngest driver to win a NASCAR Truck Series race back in New Hampshire in 2014 at the age of 16. Bill Ruxford is the youngest driver to win a NASCAR Cup Series championship. It is a good amount of young drivers accomplishing big things in NASCAR. While the youth movement is common today, it was very rare to see young drivers racing in NASCAR back in the day. Before Rob Moroso and Jeff Gordon got into the Cup Series in the early 90s, there was 18-year-old Bobby Hillen Jr. A lot of 1980s old-school NASCAR fans may remember Bobby Hillen Jr. Hillen made his NASCAR Cup Series debut at North Wilkesboro in 1982 at the age of 18. However, Bobby was not the youngest driver to start a Cup race. Who was it? Let's go back. Way back. Way back. Back before the Daytona 500 became a thing. Bingo! 1951. Now, I have a question for you race fans who are watching this episode. Would you guys believe me if I told you that a minor did some Cup races? Somewhere around between the age of 15 to 17. I'll give you 5 seconds to answer the question. If you want, pause the video and answer the question in the comments below. Go! Well, let me tell you a story about an old school NASCAR driver named Tommie Elliott. Why is this extremely forgotten NASCAR driver so important in this channel and this series? What did this driver even do to even have an episode? I mean, the title says it all, but let's talk about who he was. Tommie Elliott was born on December 27, 1935 from Delray Beach, Florida, or Bloomfield, New Jersey, according to Racing Reference. There's not a lot of information about his childhood or his early days. However, Tommie made his NASCAR debut at Altamont at the age of 15 years old, 7 months, and 5 days old. 15 years old, people. Nowadays, a 15-year-old can do ARCA races. When I was 15, I was in my beginning days of high school. And also, I was playing GTA 5 on the PS3 for 3 months. It took me 3 months to complete the game the first time. To see a 15-year-old race in a Cup Series is just unheard of. I know this is 1951 and things were very different. Something you would never see nowadays. But it is still crazy to see a teenager race in the top series. So, he only did 2 races in 1951. He raced at Altamont and Morristown. He finished 15th and 12th. Elliot quickly earned respect on track between those 2 races. Tommie did not return to NASCAR until 1954, competing in 3 starts that year. Elliot earned 3 top 10s and finished 62nd in points. All of his starts came from on Southeast tracks, starting the year off 10th at Palm Beach and tacking a pair of 8th place finishes at Jacksonville and Savannah. Elliot's next start came during the 1957 season, when he competed at Langhorne. Again, Elliot was quite impressive, starting at 41st in the deep field but completing all but 19 laps in a race to finish 9th. Ironically, Tommie Elliott's last race was a 1958 race at Reading. That turned out to be his worst race. Started 6th at the field of 30, Elliott only lasted 40 laps before overheating woes left in 27th place. After competing in 7 races, Tommie Elliott would have only 4 top 10s. After his last race at Reading, Tommie would never make another start in NASCAR again, but he continued to race. According to the Ed Flint website, there were pictures of him doing short track races, modified races as well. He either did modified races, local races, or both. I'm not sure. Unfortunately, Tommie Elliott passed away at the age of 53. There was no known reason of how he passed away. The reason why I made this episode about Tommie is because of his age. Starting a Cup race is extremely unknown and it deserves to be remembered because of how historical it was. So that's going to do it for another episode of Racing Stories. I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this video, watching this episode of Racing Stories. Comment, like, and subscribe for more episodes of Racing Stories. Don't forget to turn on my YouTube notifications bell for more motorsports content and for more Racing Stories. Thank you guys so much for supporting E Nation. This is the Impress 48 signing off. Goodbye, everybody.